What is love that you cannot reject an abusive and brutal relationship or marriage? Sometimes you claim that you know what you want. Sometimes, out of frustration, you decide to venture into a relationship that you're not meant to be. At some point, you get married to a drunkard. You get married to a man that brutalizes you every day. And out of shame, out of what the society will say about your marriage or your relationship, you concealed. You keep it to yourself. You don't want the community to abuse you further. You don't want the community to say bad things about you. You don't want them to continue saying that you have been in so many marriages. Every now and then, you are always out of the marriage. And because of that, you think that being in such a messy marriage is the only solution at that moment. There's no one that carries marriage in his or her head. And marriage is not meant for everyone. If you know that you cannot endure what is in marriage, better don't get married. Don't get me wrong, marriage is very sweet. Absolutely sweet. But if you cannot withstand the situations, the problems, the wahala, the issue, and all that, you better not dive into it, because you'll still dive out of it. And when you get married to someone that brutalizes and abuses you because of one reason or the other, because you never checked, you didn't go down well, you didn't make your findings very well before settling down with this person, and you think because the society wants you to get married immediately, you think because your family wants you to get married immediately, and you don't want to lose such opportunity, so you didn't make your research very well, and you decided to settle down with this person. And at the end of the day, he keeps abusing and assaulting you as a woman in that marriage. I call it brutality. I call such a man a tyrant, because he is such a man that doesn't allow a woman to have a say in that marriage. Anything, any opinion, any objection that comes up, the woman is not entitled to speak, to talk, to say her mind. That is the kind of situation you find yourself as a woman in that marriage. And you keep crying, you keep sobbing. You feel cheated, you feel humiliated, you feel assaulted, you feel brutalized. This is because you don't know your stand in that marriage. Yet, no man has the right to brutalize, abuse, or assault you in any relationship or marriage. No man has that right. As a woman, you have your right of freedom and the right of speech in anywhere you go to. So no man has the right to lay his fingers or his hands on your body for any reason. You think that crying all day, being defensive all day, realizing that you're not supposed to be in such situation, yet you are into it, will solve the problem. No, it's not ever going to solve the problem. Rather, the problem will keep accumulating. Adults are difficult to change. It only takes the grace of God. And as a woman, if you find yourself in such a situation, you've prayed to God for a change of that man that married you, yet there's no result. You've talked to him, yet there's no result. You've taken him to different relationship coaches or relationships therapy sections, yet there is no atom of change in him. You're not going to kill yourself for that man. He can be beating you anyhow he likes, and he goes scot-free for that. He can be assaulting you publicly, and he goes scot-free for that. Now, I am speaking as your advocate, women. Do not let such thing to continue happening in your life. The more you are silent, the more you are dying. The more you're keeping quiet, the more things are getting worse. There are certain things you can keep quiet to. And there are things that you shouldn't even look for an angel to tell you that this is wrong before you come out of it. You shouldn't look for a soothsayer to tell you, my dear, walk out from this mess before you do that. Because you are hiding yourself in your shells. You don't want the public to know what you're facing in that relationship or marriage. You don't want the public to tell you your life story. You don't want to be a story to the public. That is why you are hiding in your shell, crying all day and night, praying to God for a miracle in that man's life. Yet, it is difficult to come. And for how long are you going to keep tolerating every discrepancies, every shortcomings, every problems, every beating, every beating, every injuries, every skin afflictions he is laying on you? For how long are you going to continue tolerating such things? Any man that doesn't love you will treat you like a trash. Any man that doesn't care about you will treat you like a callous human being. And any man that is not at peace with you will make it a hell, a living hell for you. You don't need to continue wasting your time in such a humiliating, assaulting, and brutalizing marriage or relationship. Walk out of it for your own good. Walk out of any brutalizing marriage. Walk out of any assaulting marriage. Walk out from any damages in marriages. Because sometimes it is not lack of understanding. Sometimes it is when your spouse is not ready to accept you for who you are. You can imagine when you get married to a drunk. He gets out, he drinks mercilessly and gets intoxicated, comes back home beating you like you're a piece of wood. The one that baffles me is when he comes back and demands for sex, you're not in the mood for that. He forces you. And that is called rape. You cook food for him, it is not good for him. Anything you do in his sight is never good. He doesn't appreciate your little effort as a woman. Any contribution you make in the family is not acceptable. It is not relevant in his face. This will make you understand that you're not needed in the marriage. So it's better you pack your things and leave that place. Leave that trouble. Leave that tyrant man. Leave that marriage that is not, yielding result in your life. I will always tell you, I don't always advise people to leave their marriages. But when it comes to brutality, when it comes to assault, public assault, when it comes to a man hitting his wife anyhow he likes, I will always advise such woman to walk away from that marriage, because that man doesn't deserve you. He doesn't deserve your tears. He doesn't deserve your happiness. So it is better you live for good. It is better you live while you are alive than to live in death. This is my advice for you this new year. Don't allow yourself to be an embodiment of assault, embodiment of domestic violence, an embodiment of all sort of afflictions from your man, an embodiment of all manner of assault, both sexually, harassment, and beating in that relationship or marriage. Always have a second thought. Always have a second option. Always have a plan B when such things keeps coming your way in that relationship or marriage. No man should hurt you. No man should beat you. No man should lay his fingers on your body. Sometimes men refuse to understand that women are precious. Sometimes they refuse to understand that God created them in such a way that they should be cherished, loved, and treated softly and adored. So men who goes contrary to this makes life a living hell for their wives. Take note of this. Women, don't be in an abusive marriage. It is not good for your body. It's not good for your emotions. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your mental health. It is not good for your psychological, emotional, and physical ability. Because the more you endanger yourself in such a situation, the more you get emotionally deranged every day. So walk out of every affliction in that marriage. Walk out of every controversies in that marriage, every altercation, every brutality. Walk out of it and embrace your peace, your love, and happiness again. I still remain Coach Emmanuel, your relationship coach. If you're watching me from my Facebook page, follow my page and like my page. Comment and share this video, please. And if you're watching me from my YouTube channel, don't also forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit on the notification bell so that it will get you notified each time I upload a new content like this. Put down your comments on the comment section and please share the videos I've been uploading here for your friends and families to keep watching and get enlightened, because that is the best thing you can do for them, especially this new year. Thank you once more for watching. I love you. And may the blessings that comes from New Year, the joy that comes from New Year, and I want you to always be relevant in everything you do. I want you to always be motivated and inspired by things that are positive. This is my prayer for you. I pray that everything you lay your hands upon this new year will be a blessing, a thorough blessing in your life. I pray that everything that comes your way will be an honor, will be a magnitude, will be a skyrocketing blessing for you. Your enemies shall not see you. Everything you lay your hands upon shall be a miracle in your life and upon your household. This is my prayer for you. Remain blessed. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray.